general managers you would like to be this offseason. That is today's draft here on PFT Live. Chris, you're up.
All right. Well, it's hard for me not to go to the guy right at the top of the draft and Ryan Poles, right? I mean, for two reasons. One, as we discussed to start the show, you don't need a quarterback, and there's a lot of damn teams in the top 10 that do. All right, so that's the first thing you look at. So there's that, and then you add on the fact that, whoa, you got a ton of money to spend in the offseason. And if I'm correct, I mean, yeah, they're by far and away, as they sit right now, the team with the most cash to spend, right? So those two things alone, that is, I'd love to be in a room with Ryan Poles and hear the calls he's getting and, his ability to be able to spend money through free agency and all that. So he'll be my first pick, Mike.
$98 million in cap space.
Woo!
For the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Look, I was going to sandbag on this one, but I mean, I'm going to be literal. I mean, I want to be Brett Veach. I have Patrick Mahomes. I have how many draft picks did you say?
I think he's 9 in the first three rounds or somewhere in there, right? Something like that.
I have a coach that I know I can work with very well and go out and find talent to make us better. And I'm getting a Super Bowl ring by the time the offseason is over. So yeah, if I'm picking which guys I want to actually be, I want to be Brett Veach right now.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you there. They're kind of playing with house money. They really are, and that's what's fun for them. And I can't remember if it was 9 picks this year, or maybe it's 9 picks total in the next 2-3, first 3 rounds in the next 2 years. But either way, it was a significant number where you just went, oh, whoa, wow, yeah.
But I also have the Mahomes factor that you pointed out. You're going to get to the point where free agents will take less.
Right.
This is the flip side of the NFLPA thing. Like, hey, it doesn't matter what the facility's like. Doesn't matter how you treat it. I'm playing with Patrick Mahomes, and I may get a Super Bowl ring.
Right.
That's going to help you win ties for free agents as well.
Yes. Exactly right. Well, I'm going to piggyback off of what you're talking about right there, and I'm going to go to the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, the team with the best roster in football has 2 first-round picks. That's unbelievable. Now, I know they got some free agent problems and all that, but not enough to where you go, oh, man, that's going to be a totally different team and they're going to be in trouble next year. No, nowhere near that. So, man, Howie Roseman, as good as he's done in the draft and building that football team, they got blue-chip players across the board. And now, damn, you got 2 more chances here to take a big cut and see if you can get 2 more blue-chip players and you can be good and one of the best teams in football for the next 4, 5, 6 years. Wow, it's just unbelievable how the stars have aligned and the moves they've made to put themselves in the position. A lot of credit to them.
I'll go Nick Caserio, the Texans GM. They've got 2 picks, 2 and 12, and things like the expectations are as low as they can be. I got a new head coach that everybody's excited about in D'Amico Ryans. And that NFLPA report card, the Texans were up near the top 5. So you got some factors working in your favor to try to turn this thing around. All right, here we are, final round. General manager you'd want to be this offseason. Chris, you're up.
I'm going to go to Seattle and John Schneider. Again, it's the 2 things, again, that I think we're both looking at to go, hey, it's a common thing here. Multiple picks in the first round, money to spend in free agency. Pick number 5, and as we discussed to start the show, in a spot where anybody outside the top 5 is going to look and go, damn, we need to maybe get there at 5 to get, the 3rd quarterback in the mix or whatever. So that's great. Pick number 20 to go along with that and the money to spend. I'd be pretty excited to be John Schneider.
I look for them to trade down and down and down, acquire more lottery tickets, get more great players, coach them up, and quickly revamp and retool this team into a high-end contender. I think that is definitely going to happen. I'll go Chris Ballard as the last one. Even though it's kind of a high-wire act, I kind of like the idea that I survived the storm. We have a coach. And now we just have to go get a quarterback. There's a challenge to that. You have to go out there. This is it. This is the year you either secure your future in Indianapolis or you're done. And I think that's invigorating from Ballard's perspective. And, Chris, I think that's how he'll look at it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. He's one of the better GMs in football. There's no question. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the type of moves he makes. And there's some other teams with multiple picks in the first round, too. The Lions, you got to be worried about them if you're a Vikings fan.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.